Hey guys, and welcome back for another slow flow. For today's session, you're just going to need some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and if you have a yoga brick like this one, the hard one, then go ahead and grab it. We're going to use that for a supported bridge. If not, you could always use a pillow or just do a regular bridge at the end of the session as well, and I will guide you through that. Other than that, just find some space on the floor and come and join me in a supine position and we'll begin. So if you come and find yourself in a supine position on your backs in the middle of your mats, if you've got one, and just take a moment to maybe close your eyes, relax, get comfortable. And then whenever you're ready, just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. See if you can fill up from the base of your stomach first, so feel your stomach rise before your ribs. Layering that breath all the way up to your collarbone and then exhaling as you blow out through your mouth completely. When you've taken those 3 deep breaths, just gently bring your knees in towards your chest and hug them in tight with both arms. You can rock from side to side, massage your lower back. Do whatever you need to do in this moment. And then take your hands on top of your knees and just begin to make circles with your hips. Those circles can be big, they can be small. And we'll go about 5 times in one direction. And then come back to center and go about 5 times in the other direction. When you've done both directions 5 times roughly, just come back to center, hug the knees in tight, lift your nose to knees as you inhale, exhale to lower. And then 2 more times. Inhale to lift your nose to your knees, squeeze, and then exhale to lower. Last time, inhale to lift, exhale to lower. When you're ready, just gently come all the way up to a seated position now in the center of your mats. And we'll start with a lateral stretch. So we're going to inhale as we lift our right arm up high towards the sky, finding that length in the side body. Let the left hand just relax on the floor. And then as you take a nice deep breath in, reach up tall. As you exhale, release the arm or reach the arm all the way over to the opposite side. Think about lifting through the heart, lifting through the chest. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up to center. Release the hand to the floor and then reach up tall with the left hand this time. Extend through that side body, and as you exhale, reach all the way over to the right. Take 3 deep breaths. Really think about lifting through that armpit every time you inhale, finding more length in the spine. Becoming taller in the body. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come back to center. Take the hands now behind the back. Interlace the fingers, clasp the hands together, pull the shoulders back and open as you stretch through the chest, and then as you inhale, lift. As you exhale, fold over the legs, bringing the chest over the legs again, and then inhale as you lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Take 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the arms. From here, you're going to take your right hand up and your left hand goes out to the side. As you exhale, you're going to reach back, interlacing the fingers if you can. And just finding that stretch in the triceps. You can use a strap if you need to help you there. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you reach the arms out wide again, switching over the side. So left arm goes up, right arm goes out to the side, and then reach up and back. See if you can interlace those fingers. It's quite normal for one side to be tighter than the other. And again, just 3 deep breaths. The trick with this is to stay nice and upright. Try not to lean forwards as you do this, because you actually increase the distance that you have to reach. One last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then release. And switch sides. So we're going to then come back to that interlaced reverse arm stretch. So take the hands back behind you, interlace the fingers, clasp the hands together, pull the shoulders back and open as you stretch through the chest, and then as you inhale, lift. As you exhale, fold over the legs, bringing the chest over the legs again, and then inhale as you lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Take 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. Release the arms. Come all the way up to seated as you inhale, and then we're going to take ourselves into into a kneeling position. So come to the center of your mats, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're just going to do 5 cat-cows. So you're going to inhale as you dip the stomach, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round through the spine, pulling the shoulder blades apart, sucking the navel in towards the back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. See if you can really squeeze those shoulders, stretch that tummy. Exhale to round. 2 more to go. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. From here, we're just going to take the hands slightly further forwards and sit back in towards our heels as we come into heart melting pose. So you're bringing the chest towards the floor, but not quite as deep as puppy. So just relax back into it. It's very soft, it's very gentle. Focus on stretching out underneath the armpits. Take 3 deep breaths all the way in. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come up. Tucking the toes, press back to down facing dog. So this is the first one of the day. So feel free to spread the fingers, press the crown of the head through the arms, and soften at the knees while you find that nice broad upper back, and point your tailbone high towards the sky. So find a nice long spine. You might want to just take a few pulses through the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we'll extend through the legs, alternating side to side, pedaling the heels towards the floor. And then slowly start to walk those feet in towards the hands, coming into your Uttanasana forward fold. So think about softening the knees, drawing the chest over the thighs, crown of the head towards the floor, and taking opposite hand to opposite elbow. And you can just swing from side to side. We're here for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. Tuck that tailbone under, suck the navel back towards the spine. Pull those shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sink lower, and then inhale to lift. Exhale, release, and we're going to come all the way back down to our Uttanasana forward fold. So taking the hands to the floor this time rather than the ragdoll variation. Inhale as you find length in the spine. Exhale to fold deeper over those legs. And just take 2 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. On the next inhale, we're going to take the left foot back into a low lunge position. So step to the back of the mat with the left foot. Drop the knee towards the floor. Inhale as you reach the heart forwards, pulling the shoulders back and down. Chest comes through the arms. And finding that stretch in that left hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, sink deeper into that groin. 2 more deep breaths, just like that. Exhale completely on that second breath. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift the knee off the floor, pull back into the hips and straighten that right leg. Inhale to find the length in the spine and straighten the leg. As you exhale, reach the nose towards the toes and fold over that right leg into pyramid pose. Take 3 deep breaths. You can always use a block to support yourself here or press against the wall. You're just aiming for this hamstring stretch. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then keeping the left hand on the floor, we're going to inhale to lift and twist with the right hand up towards the ceiling into revolved triangle pose. Again, try and keep the hand on the floor, but if you need to, you can always use a block to support yourself and come up a little bit higher, wherever you need to be. 2 more deep breaths all the way in. Exhale. Last one. Exhale, release. Frame the foot, step back to down facing dog, and we're going to switch sides. So just take a moment there to pedal out the legs, open up the hips, the hamstrings, the ankles and the feet. And then when you're ready, step the left leg through as you take an inhale, dropping the right knee to the floor, reaching that chest through the arms, roll those shoulders back and down, eye gaze forwards. 3 deep breaths on the left side, stretching into that right hip flexor. And we'll repeat that sequence on the opposite side. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you lift that right knee off the floor, straighten that front leg, and then reach the body. So find that nice long spine. And then as you exhale, fold that length over your leg, reaching your nose towards your toes. Pyramid pose. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then taking that right hand to the floor. Inhale as you lift and twist with the left hand up towards the ceiling, revolve triangle. Remember, you can always use that block if you need to just give yourself a little bit of extra length in the arm to reach. Try and keep those legs straight. Try and feel that stretch in the hip and down the IT band as well as into the hamstring. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release. Take that hand to the floor, frame the foot, step back to down facing dog, pedal out the feet. And then we're just going to slowly come down into extended child's pose. Sit back on your heels. Take a nice deep breath in as you expand across the upper back. Feel the shoulders separate and then sink back in as you exhale. 1 more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then slowly come back up onto your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're back to 5 cat-cows. So we're going to inhale as we dip the stomach, squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round through the spine, pulling the shoulder blades apart, sucking the navel back towards the spine. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. And just move in your own time with your own breath. Think about finding a nice smooth transition, moving vertebrae by vertebrae. Finding that spinal wave. Using your breath to guide you through the transitions. Last one each way. Exhale. Come back to neutral, and then we're going to come back into that heart melting pose. So option to come to heart melting pose, or if you're feeling up for it, come all the way down into puppy. So heart melting, you can just relax back towards your heels with your hips and forehead to the floor. Option 2, take your chin to the floor, look towards the front of the mat. Or option 3, come all the way through with your chest toward the floor into that full puppy pose. Just make sure that your hips are stacked above your knees and they're not shooting too far forwards. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come back up onto your hands and knees. Sit back on your heels, and we're just going to come into extended child's pose. Take 2 deep breaths again, finding that expansion across the shoulders. Breathe into your upper back. Feel those shoulder blades move. And then we're going to come into rabbit pose. So staying in this kind of child's pose, we're taking the arms either side of us now, palms facing up, and you're going to think about bringing the crown of the head towards the floor. So you might just need to lift your heels, your bum off your heels just slightly to find that crown of the head on the floor, and then gently come back onto the heels with your bum as far as mobility allows. Finding that stretch down the back of the neck and into the upper back and spine. 2 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come back up into a seated position now. So swivel your legs out in front of you. Take them straight out in front of you, flex the toes back towards you, pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. We're going to inhale as we lift and lengthen, and then exhale as we fold the body over the legs, reaching the nose towards the toes, chest towards the thighs, and then allowing the head to kind of fall between that gap, the keyhole shape that your calves make. And just take 5 deep breaths. With every inhale, see if you can find a little bit more length. With every exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up. If you have a yoga brick, go ahead and grab it. We're going to do a supported bridge. So we're going to come onto our backs. The yoga bricks are the hard ones. And you're going to place the brick either on end like so, on its side, or flat, wherever your mobility allows. As you inhale, you're going to lift your hips high to the sky, shuffle your shoulders underneath. And if you don't have a brick, you can just take a regular bridge pose by grabbing hold of the heels and thrusting those hips high. If you have a brick, take the brick and place it on the sacrum. That's the hard lower patch of your back. And then just relax the body over the top. Release the hands and just enjoy that gentle pressure in the base of the spine, releasing off any tension, massaging the nerves. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you lift the body off the brick. Remove the brick from underneath you and come all the way down onto your backs. Bring your knees in towards your chest and hug them with both arms. You can rock from side to side, massage your lower back, do whatever you need to do in this moment. And then when you're ready, just take a hold of your left knee. Exhale as you extend your right leg all the way to the floor. And then bring that left knee in towards your left shoulder as you take a nice deep breath in. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then on the next inhale, bring both knees back to center. Switch over the hands, so taking a hold of your right knee this time. Exhale as you extend your left leg all the way to the floor. Inhale to pull that right knee in towards your shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And follow up with 2 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then inhale as you bring your knees back to center, hugging them in both tight. Rock from side to side, massage that lower back. When you're ready, just release the hands out to the side in a T-shaped position, palms facing down. And we're going to come into a supine twist. So we're just going to exhale as we drop the knees all the way over to the left. And then inhale as we lift and twist the head to look towards the right. Take 3 deep breaths. You can press down on that outer thigh, let gravity do the work, or even extend that top leg and cradle it in the opposite hand. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then slowly inhale as you lift your knees and your head back to center. And then exhale as you drop the knees all the way over to the right. Inhale to lift and twist the head to look towards the left. And again, you can press down on that outer thigh, extend that top leg, or just let gravity do the work wherever you need to be. 3 deep breaths. Just keep those shoulders glued to the floor. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale completely. And then slowly inhale as you lift your knees and your head back to center. Hug the knees in tight, rock from side to side, massage your lower back. And then we'll just extend the legs as we come into a mini relaxation to finish. If you need to head off and go to work, then that's absolutely fine. You can leave your practice here, or if you want to stick around for a couple of moments to focus on the breath and finish with relaxation, then feel free. So just get comfortable on the mat. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open. Just let your hands fall by your side, palm facing up, palms facing down, whatever you prefer. And just start to notice your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you're ready, just take 3 deep inhales all the way in, filling right up into the base of that stomach first, and then exhale completely. When you've taken those 3 deep breaths, just begin to give your body a little scan over. Notice how you feel. Notice if there's any areas of tension or tightness. Notice how your mind feels at the end of the practice now. We're going to focus on our breath, but we're going to add a bit of a rhythm or a tempo to it. So when you inhale next, I want you to take a deep breath in, but count for 3 as you inhale, and then exhale for 4. Again, always breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And just return back to a normal rhythm. So this is a technique that the SAS and a lot of people use, divers might use, to calm their breath down, to calm their pulse down, to calm their body, to release any stress. And then the final phase of this is we add a hold to the breath in the middle. So we're going to count in as we inhale for a count of 3, hold our breath for a count of 4, and then exhale for a count of 5. So I'll guide you through this. So whenever you're ready, we're going to take a nice deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll just do that 2 more times, counting in for 1, 2, 3, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll let you do the last one on your own. And then when you've done that, just return back to a regular rhythm, check in with yourself once more, and then maybe bring your knees in towards your chest and hug them with both arms. Begin to wake the body up. Begin to add movement back in towards the body. Rock from side to side, massage that lower back. And then whenever you're ready, just roll over onto the right side of your body and come all the way up to seated. And we'll take a final deep inhale as we lift our hands up above our heads, palms together. As we exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.